is going on? Gunners Live coming at you with a Clash Royale video. I may double upload today, so be on the lookout later on this afternoon or possibly this evening for a second video. But right here, right now, you're going to watch two battles that I played in Clash Royale. The first one is by far the most dominant performance I've had to date in this game. I defeat an opponent who has a higher king tower than mine, 3 crowns to 0 in a matter of seconds. And then in the second battle, you're going to watch me counter my opponent's attacks textbook style, and I'm going to get the easy 3 crown to 1 victory. So right here, right now, we're going to start off. You see my opponent has a king tower 9. I'm only a king tower 8, and I've slightly switched my deck up from my previous Clash Royale video. I have the giant here now instead of the golem. Whenever I have the golem, I feel like I'm sort of stuck around 1600 or 1700 overall trophies, but then whenever I put the giant in, I'm able to attack in a different style, and I'm able to get up around 1800, possibly 1900 trophies, still trying to get up to that 2000 trophy new arena mark. But right here on the right hand side, you see I'm going to do an early push with a giant and a witch that spawn skeletons, and then my opponent is actually pushing my left tower with only ground troops. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the minion horde in order to counter those ground troops, the bomber, the barbarians, and the mini P.E.K.K.A. Now on the right hand side, you can see my giant, my witch who's spawning skeletons, and my Valkyrie are going to take out that right tower early on here in the battle. And then on the left side, my minion horde is doing quite a bit of damage to that left tower, and then I'm just going to drop the hog rider in order to finish it off to give me that early lead of 2 crowns to 0. At this point, my opponent is sort of just scrambling in order to stop the bleeding, but I'm going to stay aggressive and keep pushing towards my opponent's king tower in order to secure the 3 crown to 0 victory. You see my musketeer putting a few shots down, followed up by these goblins that are throwing some spears. So that's going to do it for this first battle. Like I said, the most dominant performance I've had so far in Clash Royale. I was very happy to get that win, and let's hop into the second battle. So right here, you're going to see my opponent has a musketeer and a P.E.K.K.A. in their deck. Now they're going to do this push on the right hand side and then the left hand side later on in the battle, and I'm able to counter it the same exact way both times, and then following the counter, I'm going to take out the right and then the left tower. So you can see my opponent spawn the musketeer right here, and then they go ahead and drop the P.E.K.K.A. I'm going to drop the witch with spawn skeletons, which will slow down the P.E.K.K.A. because the P.E.K.K.A. has to stop to swing their sword at every single skeleton. Now I'm going to go ahead and drop the minion horde, which takes out the musketeer very easily, and it damages the P.E.K.K.A. enough so that it can't do any damage before it's taken out by my tower and my witch. Now I'm going to counter my opponent's attack by pushing the right lane with a giant and a witch, and this tower is going to go down in just a single second. And you can see my witch spawn skeletons, and my giant is actually tanking. So the giant's eating the shots, the skeletons and the giant are now doing damage to the tower, and able to damage the tower further with a poison spell, as well as take out those minions that my opponent dropped. And then now I'm even going to be able to damage their king tower just a little bit with the skeletons and that giant. Now my opponent goes ahead and drops this bomber tower defense down. I believe they did that just to shuffle their deck so they could do the same move here on the left hand side with the musketeer and P.E.K.K.A., which I'll counter here in just a moment. But I'm going to go ahead and drop this musketeer just to damage that bomber tower a little bit. I'm going to get to 10 elixir and have a full bar. Then I'm going to go ahead and drop down my witch because I assume the P.E.K.K.A. is coming, and there it is. So my opponent's doing the same exact attack on the left hand side that didn't work for them a moment ago on the right hand side. I'm going to do the same attack, same exact counter in order to take out that left tower. So you see my witch is spawning skeletons. I'm going to go ahead and drop these minions as well. So I take out the musketeer, the P.E.K.K.A. and the mini P.E.K.K.A. And now once again, I have a free path to the tower with my giant and my witch who spawn skeletons. I'm going to go ahead and drop some spear goblins here just to make sure I take out that tower. And now I'm going to be winning 2 crowns to 0, and I haven't even taken a single damage point on either one of my left or right towers. Now my opponent's actually going to get a pretty good counter against my counter. They go ahead and drop a hog rider and musketeer to attack with those minions. I'm going to lose this tower right here, but as long as I stay aggressive and push towards my opponent's king tower, I'm going to win the match by securing a 3 crown victory. So you see I lose the left tower right there, but now I'm pushing the left lane strong with a Valkyrie, giant, skeletons, and a witch. My opponent drops a P.E.K.K.A., and in order to counter that P.E.K.K.A., you'll notice that I go ahead and spend 2 elixir in order to drop some spear goblins and turn that P.E.K.K.A. around. So now I know my right tower is good, it's safe, so I'm just going to push towards my opponent's king tower with a giant, some skeletons, hog rider, and musketeer. I'll drop a witch here in just a moment, but that's going to be another victory, 3 crowns to 1. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. New videos every single day here on my channel. I'm Gunners Live. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.